I'll be in the book of Job, chapter 40, beginning in verse 15, looking at the mystery of a creature named Behemoth. I'll just go ahead and throw it out there now. I personally believe that Job is describing here what we would call a dinosaur. So just bear with me before you stop this. So there's a couple of key points in here that'll prove that this is not any animal that exists today. It says, Behold now Behemoth, which I made with thee, he eateth grass as an ox. Lo now his strength is in his loins, and his force is in the navel of his belly. He moveth his tail like a cedar. Okay, there's a big point right there. What animal do we have that has a massive tail that could be comparative to that of a tree moving around in the wind? I'll go ahead and spoil it for you. The so-called scholars now is very disappointed to find this in my study Bible because the hippopotamus is disqualified. They have a little pigtail. Rhinoceroses, disqualified. Elephants, disqualified. None of those creatures even remotely come close to contextually looking at a big tail. Okay, it goes on. The sinews of his stones are wrapped together. His bones are as strong pieces of brass. His bones are like bars of iron. He is the chief of the ways of God. He that made him can make his sword to approach unto him. Surely the mountains bring him forth food, where all the beasts of the field play, so it consumes a lot of food. He lieth under the shady trees in the covert of the reed and fens. The shady trees cover him with their shadow. The willows of the brook compass him about. Behold, he drinketh up a river, and hasteth not. He trusteth that he can draw up Jordan into his mouth. Jordan River is a large river, so whatever this creature is, to go in there, it would not look small getting in there. He taketh it with his eyes. His nose pierceth through snares. There is something pointy on his nose. Hippopotamus, once again, disqualified. You're saying a rhino has it, but rhino's got a little piggy tail. So, no, I'm telling you, God knew that man was going to come up with this goofy theory of evolution and stumble upon these fossils and bones and whatnot, and come up with the most outlandish things to try and say God doesn't exist. So God's like, well, I'll give you one verse. Behold now Behemoth, which I made with thee, he eateth grass as an ox. Oh, so Behemoth was made with Adam, made with man, not millions of years, not billions of years, no evolution. So take the scriptures for what they say. If you can find an animal running around here that can fit this description that I'm not aware about, please feel free. But I just told you, especially the hippopotamus here, crocodile is referring to Leviathan in 41. That's for another time. But yeah, the three, the hippopotamus, the rhinoceros, the elephant, they're all disqualified. None of them even remotely come to being able to match how this is written.